Alright, here we go. This is my new TRS crank. It's the non-drive side. If some of you remember, I cracked my crank at Santiago Oaks while I was riding, and it was while I was pedaling uphill, and it just cracked. I heard this loud crunching noise. It didn't break off completely. It cracked. I'll show you in a second, but it cracked right where the pedal connects. So after about a week and a half, I got my new crank arm from E13. They did a great job. Really no questions asked on getting this crank. So really pleased with their warranty. They took a little bit longer than expected just because they said the COVID, their response time is a little bit less because they're working on limited staff. But here we go. Brand new part. E13 TRS carbon crank. I'm going to show you how to install these and take them out as well, because right now I have the aluminum ones that I bought. I didn't know how long this was going to take, so I went ahead and bought an aluminum backup. They're going to be backups now, so I'm going to put these on. Here's the old and the new. I do have to send this back to them. I just got this part in today, so let's see if this works, but kind of both holding them straight. There is a slight bend in its stock, but the one that broke, it's right here. The camera wants to focus on my face or something, but see where it broke? Right at that bottom where the pedal connects. This is the new one. Nice and fresh. Does come with a new plastic shielding. Bam. Good to go. Let's get these installed. Save some weight. I'll also weigh these compared to the aluminum ones. I'm sure you can find out on their website the difference, but I'll weigh them up since I got them both here. So, okay. On their cranks, there is a 5-year warranty, and you have to show proof of purchase and all that. If your bike came with them, you have to show it when you bought it. YT was using all E13 components on their 2019 models, so that's what I got. But I showed them that, and like I said, they took care of me well. Happy with their service. Alright, first things to remove is the chain and the chain guide if you have one. So how the E13 system works as far as getting these the bottom bracket out or the spindle out is this is what you're looking at. This is the outer bolt, and then it has an inner bolt inside. So this bolt is a 8mm, and then this bolt is a 10mm. So you can get the 8mm bolt inside, and these bolts kind of work against each other. So as this one, you just need this one finger tight, and then just a little bit of pressure with the Allen wrench. And then this one will come, as you loosen it, it'll work against this bolt and it'll pull the spindle apart. So this one is in there, the inner one is at 40 Newton meters, so it's pretty tight. When you loosen it, it's going to feel like you're putting a lot of pressure, but it has a lot of pressure on it, so you have to. So now you got your free spinning guy here. And then you got it loose. There we go. There you go. Got one side off. Now you can lightly tap it with like a rubber mallet here. Get it to come out. Bam. Out the other side. Bam. It's easy peasy. Now is a good time to check your bearings, your bottom bearings here, clean them up, and then I'm going to switch the sprocket to the carbon and then install them. So you can see here, this is the bigger bolt you can take apart. So to remove this sprocket from the crank arm, you need this E13 tool, and it goes on like so. You can use a wrench or some pliers to remove it like so. Alright, gonna see if this works, because this is the only scale I got that measures in grams. Alright, so up first is the aluminum, and I'm gonna measure both of these without the sprocket. So I'm gonna do this. It's zeroed out. See if I can balance these right. Alright, that comes in at 550.5 grams. Aluminum was 550. The carbon looked better, or bigger, but I bet you they're gonna be less. Wow. So the carbon comes in at 386 flat. I got these bearings all cleaned up. They're still good. They're nice and smooth, and I'm gonna reuse those. So on the non-drive side, it says to grease up the side. There's a couple of washers, but they're on there already, so it comes on there when you receive them. So I'm gonna put this over it. And tighten it. Alright, then we're gonna put some grease on here and the bearings, and slide this guy in from the other side. All greased up here. Put some on the bearings. Work it through. Should not be that big of an issue there. Just tap it there. Good. Picture from the instructions. You're gonna have to figure out for your bike the spacing that you need. There are some spacers that go on one or either side of the sprocket, and you connect it to the crank, so you're gonna have to figure that part off. There's the configuration for the boost and for non-boost, I guess. Right here on the sprocket there is a little arrow that you have to pay attention to that says pedal, and the arrow points that way, so it has to be in line there with the pedal. And then you get your spacing on, whichever you do is the non or the boost or the non-boost, and then you put that on there, and you're going to tighten this ring on here again with this key and tighten that down. Have this pedal facing in the opposite direction of the other side. So I'm gonna slide this guy on there. Alright, now that you have them both in there, now you can put this the smaller bolt in there, the 8mm. Tighten this guy up to 40 Newton meters. That's what it says. Alright, then this cap here seals the deal. You can just put this on over and you're pretty much done. That is the install on some TRS cranks, E13. Looks nice and flush. This one doesn't go on that tight, just like that. And you're done. Nice and neat. Just gonna throw the pedals on, chain on, and the chain guard. This are the 2 bolts. That's pretty much it. Alright, time to do a little test ride. And there's nothing like sandals to do that in. But everything is working good. No weird noises. Everything feels smooth. Good to go. Good to ride.